Hello. So the question here is, why is atropine a CNS stimulant, although it blocks the muscarinic receptors in the brain? Okay, so the answer to this is there is various kinds of muscarinic receptors in the brain. Some of them are inhibitory and are coupled to GI proteins, and some of them are excitatory and are coupled to GQ proteins or GS proteins, right? And so acetylcholine normally binds to all these kinds of receptors, right? But atropine tends to bind to GI coupled receptors. So it binds to muscarinic receptors that normally have inhibitory effects on the neuron, right? So atropine is an antagonist, right? So if that means if it binds to the receptor, then first of all, nothing else can bind to that receptor. And second of all, the receptor will not be activated, right? And so, okay, say atropine binds here to this GI coupled muscarinic receptor, then this receptor is no longer going to be activated, and therefore it's not going to have any actions on the neuron. And so normally, right, say atropine is not here, right? Normally this receptor is bound by acetylcholine, and when it's bound, then this GI protein dissociates and has all kinds of inhibitory actions on the neuron. For example, it leads to dephosphorylation of certain proteins and inhibits the transcription of mRNAs, and then inhibits the translation of new proteins, right? And so it has all kinds of inhibitory effects. And so when atropine binds to it and pretty much prevents it from being activated, then all these inhibitory processes no longer happen, right? And so now instead the stimulating processes of GQ and GS take over, and you have protein phosphorylation and increased protein synthesis, which leads to more density on the membrane. And when there is more density of excitatory receptors on the membrane, this can lead to hyperexcitation of the neuron, and therefore it has a stimulant effect. I hope this helps. And if you have any more questions, or you want to learn more specifics about the effects of GI and GQ coupled muscarinic receptors on the neuron in more detail, then you can message me. I hope this helps.